Let's talk about a problem that pretty much every business on the planet faces, the huge gap between having a brilliant strategy and actually making it happen. It's been around for so long that, honestly, you might think it's just part of doing business. But what if it's not? What if we could actually fix it?
Right? This is the question that just drives people nuts. For something like 3 decades, we've thrown everything at this problem. New processes, shiny new technologies, all the methodologies, you name it, from PPM to huge agile transformations. And yet, here we are, still talking about it, still struggling to turn those great ideas into real results. So what on earth are we all missing?
Well, the answer really starts to take shape when you see this number. Get this. Somewhere between 30 and 50% of a strategic portfolio's value is either completely lost or seriously delayed, all because of poor execution. I mean, that's not a rounding error. That's a massive, massive hemorrhage of value and potential.
Okay, so first things first, we've got to stop calling it a gap. A gap sounds kind of passive, right? Like something you can just step over. This is a leak. It's active. It's happening right now. It's costly. It means precious business value is literally seeping out of your organization every single day. We need to start treating this with the urgency it deserves.
But here's the real kicker, and why this problem persists. For a lot of folks in the C-suite, this huge 30 to 50% leak is basically invisible. It gets written off as a small, acceptable, maybe 5 or 10% cost of doing business. You know, just the normal friction of getting stuff done. They think of it as program execution on steroids, not a deep systemic failure. In that blind spot, it stops them from seeing the true scale of the crisis.
And that leads to an approach that's a bit like this. Most companies, they treat the symptoms, the project delays, the budget overruns, like a headache. They just pop a painkiller to make it through the day. But they never, ever stop to ask, hey, what's actually causing this headache in the first place? They never diagnose the root cause.
So let's play doctor for a minute. If we want to stop the leak, we first have to find out where it's coming from. And that means we have to look past the obvious symptoms, the execution problems we see every day, and trace the issue all the way back to its hidden structural source.
You see, the leaks come from 2 different kinds of risk. There's portfolio execution risk. That's the stuff we all see, the day-to-day headaches. But those are just symptoms. The real culprit, the one we almost always miss, is portfolio structural risk. These are the hidden cracks in the very foundation of how you plan and fund work. And that is where most of that 30 to 50% of value is just silently draining away. And trust me, these structural leaks are where the real damage is done. Just think about this for a second. Up to 30% of your value is at risk simply because you're funding things that aren't actually aligned with your strategy. Another 10% just vanishes into thin air because of redundant projects happening in different silos. And then, when you overload your teams way past their capacity, you kick off this vicious death spiral where delays pile up, mistakes happen, and everything just grinds to a halt.
So why do these huge structural problems even exist in the first place?
Well, it's because executing strategy isn't one person's job, or even one department's job. It truly takes a village. And in most companies today, the villagers aren't talking to each other.
And believe me, it is a village. You've got the C-suite trying to set the direction, you've got finance holding the purse strings, HR is trying to find the right people, architects are designing the systems, then you have the EPMO, departmental PMOs, project managers, all of them trying to deliver the actual work. It's a huge, complex web of people who all depend on each other.
So when this village is disconnected, the result is what you'd call a fractured operating model. Each team has its own way of doing things, its own priorities, its own tools. And when you try to piece them all together, they just don't line up. And those gaps, those misalignments, those are the cracks where the value just seeps right through.
And here's the thing that's so important to get. This happens even when everybody has the best intentions. It's not like people are trying to cause problems. Every single team is working their tails off to optimize their own little slice of the pie. But when nobody is looking at the whole system, when nobody is focused on connecting all the slices together, the entire thing just breaks down.
Okay, enough doom and gloom. We've diagnosed the illness, now let's talk about the treatment. Plugging these leaks isn't about making people work harder. It's about working smarter, and most importantly, working together. So here's a really practical, actionable plan to get started.
So, step 1, you have to elevate this conversation to the C-suite. This is not a project management problem. It's a massive business issue that puts up to half your strategic value at risk. Step 2, you've got to unify the village. That means getting the key plumbers, finance, HR, architecture, the PMO, all in the same room to consciously design a connected system. Step 3, build one unified business case that shows everybody the total value that's being lost, so you're all reading from the same playbook. And finally, number 4, you have to start speaking their language. Stop talking about project status and milestones. Start talking about the strategic value you're delivering and the risk you're taking off the table.
At the end of the day, this is not about another quick fix or a new piece of software. It's a fundamental shift in mindset. You're moving away from constantly reactively fixing problems after they happen, and you're moving toward proactively building an enterprise-wide capability, a real muscle, for delivering value faster and more effectively.
So, as you're listening to this, you can probably see the leaks in your own organization. You know where they are. The real question is, who in your village are you going to partner with? Who's going to help you build the case to finally start plugging these leaks for good?